Well, hello and a happy new year to you. It's day after New Year's Day. Me and Ethan down on, we've seen it before, the White Springs complex, just over the back of my house, basically, sort of 25-30 minutes drive. We were meant to be down yesterday, we will be honest, but it was absolutely horrific. I said we got a good hiding on Facebook from a couple of lads, basically saying we should have been out, but it was absolutely ridiculous. There would have been no point, we wouldn't have proven anything apart from how stupid we are on occasions with catch and release. But yeah, Ethan's going to give you a quick rundown of the swim and what we're up to.
Yeah, like you said, we missed yesterday, but I said pizza and chips helped.
Yes, pizza and chips, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So yeah, we're on the peg at 9A. It's a double swim. We just flicked the rods. We're just down for a quick 24 hours. We got a nice little break in the weather. The weather's been absolutely atrocious. The ground's sodden, but we're gonna give it a go. Like I said, at the moment we're the only ones on the lake, so. On a beautiful day like this, we're going to take full advantage of that. Like I said, we're going to stay mobile. We haven't set nothing up, just got the rods flicked out. We may be on the move, we may stay here. We're just going to keep our eyes open. But at the moment, like I said, as the weather's picked up, we're out fishing.
So yeah, second day of 2014, and massive lots of things to come from Team Catch and Release all over the country, and our associate anglers and all the sponsorship bits and pieces we've got going on. So stay tuned, there's going to be loads, but hopefully on this blog, see a lot more. We're going to go through a few more bits and pieces with rigs and swim location, etc. later on, to give you a rundown of the first sort of video of 2014, and me and Ethan on the bank. So until later, and catch you later.
Okay folks, so this is the rig I'm going to be using for 90% of my fishing this year. You do know that I've been using the solid bags a lot last year, but this year I'm going to try something. I'm just going to use one rig and one lead arrangement for probably, like I said, 90% of my fishing. So that consists of, just got a little bit of downfall leader, comes down then to a lead clip, a bit of an anti-tangle sleeve there just to kick the hook link away, and then the rig I'm going to be using this year is going to be the KD rig. Mainly because a lot of my friends use it and they've had a lot of success on it, and also I had a lot of success in France on it as well, using with the fluorocarbon. So like I said, it's just going to be, this is a KD rig with a little white pop-up. I've just got the split shot just behind the head because I don't want it to be popped up too much. So like I said, this is the KD rig. Basically I've just got a little bit of tungsten putty just in the middle. I've got a little bit stripped back, but the mechanics of the rig really is down by the hook end. I don't know if you can make that out, but what I've done is I've got three whips. Then what we need to do, we need to pull the hair back and then whip another 6 times underneath. And what that gives you that little acute angle on that hook there, as you can see that there. And like I said, with a little balance bait as well, works absolutely perfectly. So on the bottom, that's going to sit, so the hook is going to be flat, and then the pop-up is literally just hovering. And like I said, when the fish sucks that in, then what that does, it makes the hook point heavy, as you can see, as that's just jingly jangly there. That's already catching in my finger there. So yeah, that's the KD rig. That's the rig I'm going to be using, like I said, for 90% of my fishing this year. Give it a go, and you'll be impressed.
Right then, it's piddling down with rain, just about sort of 7 o'clock at the night, and finally got one. Wasn't really expecting it, really finicky bite. I'll show you the rig in the morning, but it's a double pop-up, John Fireman Specials I'm now calling it. Buzzing, to be honest, is it just 2 beeps, came out, bobbing to come up, watch it drop, and then slowly pick back up. Didn't really actually realise there was anything on, to be honest, for quite a bit. It felt like a solid ball of weight, like I'd pulled up into a snag or something, and then all of a sudden it started fighting back. Only small, not kidding myself, but it's first cut of 2014. It's a pretty poor session, really, to be honest. The weather's been against us, but we're going to get her out, get her weighed up and get her on the mat, and we'll come back to Team Catch and Release. Come on. There we are, £16.4 I think it was. Absolute cracker, fin perfect, scale perfect, really pretty fish. As you can see, the conditions are massively against us. Blowing a hoolie now into the bivvy door and piddling down the rain, but she's sitting here nice and comfortable. Get it back. Unfortunately, it did wipe out the other two rods. Classic small one wiping you all out, so I'm going to have to recast back up to the spots and pray for another one. But dead chuff, really can't explain how chuffed I am. Happy days. Team Catch and Release. There we went.
Yeah, go.
There we are, £15.4, second fish of the night. Middle Rob, ever faithful combi rig. Innovate Cream Crunch with a little white cream crunch topper. Again, that's the second one was with the white topper, as has been told us to fish here. Absolutely stunning, pure leather. Absolutely nothing but not a single scale. Really nice colours. Said yet again, they're not massive, but I don't care. Action is fantastic this time of year. Dead chuffed. Team Catch and Release. One for Ethan now, or a couple for Ethan, and then maybe another through the night. The big ones are due out.
How's your bivvy, John?
Blowing an absolute gale, mate. Bent inside out. But gotta be in it to win it.
Like you've got a laminate floor down.
Crazy times,
awesome.
But gonna get this one back, get the rod back out, and sit and have a celebratory glass of cloudy lemonade. Team Catch and Release on the bank. Right, then, so we said we go through the rig in the morning. Unfortunately, due to the conditions, we were absolutely horrific. I had to beat a hasty retreat out of there. So, from the comfort of my back room, we're going to go through the rigs that I was using and add those two fish on, and said dead chuff with having fish, especially as it was new rigs that I'm going to show you now that I've been fiddling with, a new bait and pretty much a new venue, so I only fished it for that one night last year. The rig that had the first fish was what I'm calling, well, I say it's John the Fireman's rig, really. I kind of ripped it off him, but just changed it around a bit. It's a double pop-up. He normally puts them so that they look like it's a double coloured pop-up. I've actually back-to-back them sort of butterfly style. I say call it a peanut rig. But what I've actually done is tied it almost like you would use a sort of fake corn rig or anything like that. So using a curved shank hook, just put it sort of right off the back of the hook, so it's really a heavy drop. So I mean it's really tight to the back of the hook. And said Ethan was sort of dubious of how tight it was, but obviously the fish didn't seem to mind. And I actually fished it quite high, popped up. The reason is where I was casting to, quite a bit of sort of leaf debris, etc. around there. You know, you could feel it. The bottom was smooth, but there was some choddy bits on top. So it means that with that, I had it on a long boom as well. So it really slowly sank, and what happens is that the way the hook sits really aggressively dropped. When the fish sucks it in, before the bait's even sort of right back to the back of the throat, the hook is heavy, really dropping into the lip. So that's the first one. Pop-up rig, fish slightly differently. I mean, it's still on the combi rig. I'm not changing anything. You know how much I love the combi rigs. I'm not going to revolutionise the wheel on them. I think they're fantastic, and it just goes to prove that can be fished in loads of different situations. It's not just for hard bottoms. Longer boom, more subtle fluoro can be really transforming the rig. And then the second fish, and this is the rig that I've been fiddling with mostly. Say if you follow it on Twitter and Facebook, I have been fiddling around with it. Standard combi setup, you know, I'm not going to teach you how to tie anything like that. I've done it a million times before for you. But what I've got here is the long shank hook. Vardis's D-rig hook as it's called. And basically, I've never seen a hook turn so fast. And I don't know why no one uses it. They always use the curved shank or the sort of wide gape. And then just snowman style, trimmed down. Bananarama pop-up from Innovate, fantastic. It smells like banana milkshake, really good. But as I say, it absolutely turns ruthlessly every single time with the aid of a little kicker, the little ace kickers. Fantastic, means you don't have to worry about boiling up a kettle to shrink tube. But those are the rigs, dead simple, dead easy to tie. But I mean, all the time there's so much movement in that hook, it's really floaty. So as soon as the bait's sucked in, it can't be really easily ejected. Blowback ring on them as well, on the long shank. so as soon as they try to eject, away goes the bait, turns the hook really, really sharply as well. And I've just given them just 2 or 3 grates with a sharpener just to be sure, but absolutely fantastic. But yeah, there we are, we'll get back to the action now of fishing. Cheers.